Hello, hello, and hello, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn,
This to the
the Frozen
officers,
Wilds.
whatever they do.
Now, last episode, we helped a Banuk from another Werak prove his innocence and managed to not only find the correct killers, but then find him, save him, and now we're going to go to his chief, and prove that he was innocent.
We brought a first timer.
Oh, and then that entire time, I learned that I was wearing this while I was looking like that. I never switched it back. So no wonder those hits were doing severe damage. I sold a bunch of my modifications because I ended up just buying the blaze that I was missing because it would take me ages to get all of that back. Um, I spent probably like 10,000 on 500 blaze canisters, which I think is a good investment.
Initut told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Initut return, he will be absolved.
You can't be serious.
He speaks for the Warwick, my Nora friend.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Wirak, you will behave as a Banuk does.
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Accepting a sentence for a crime he did not commit. Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their charge of victims did not. I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own
Oh,
sake, it would be wise for him to think less. Nora, friend.
I'll talk to him. But not for you.
I'd say that was interesting.
I defied my chieftain's will, spurned my Warwick,
How are you feeling?
as if I've been pounded the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
You can decide for yourself what it means to be a Banuk. It might not be what the chieftain and the shaman tell you. Whether you stay with this Werak or find another.
I'm better with decisions like, do I start with the left or the right?
There's more to you than your fists, Initut. That's why I believed you.
It was my chieftain who taught me honesty. Said, a Banuk should not be treacherous when the ice is treacherous enough. I'll sit with my bruises for a time, then talk with her again. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Initut.
He's like heavily like self-reflecting. Ah, it's just a regular outfit weave. Because we still need to talk with Artak. It's optional, but if it's optional, then it's not.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured.
Endured.
By reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted, no way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
I heard of a shaman once.
Alright, now to go find Araya.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible.
And see the unseen.
I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him, worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
It cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave, but you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north. A young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak
Owl's Watch.
rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at High Winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned.
He robbed them
When we
blind.
checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks. What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins, machines, and a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the daemon has tried to hide the way.
It hasn't been easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back. Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
It's an air vent.
Come! The spirit awaits!
That's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed to
power of the old
nearest
ones.
exit.
Let's be honest. She set up the smoke alarm. She set up the smoke alarm. That is...
Nice. The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while, maybe a long while, and I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? And don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Here. Up and over.
Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, Araya.
How much of that did she fucking cut off? Okay, so we need to go. We need to go uppies. How doth I go uppies? Aha! Joshua, the return of the director emeritus. Decent hollow title. No, bad title, and worse subject. The camera crew would die of boredom. Whatever, Gina. It's still the most excitement this hell cave's seen in a long time. Your standards for exciting are depressingly low. I'll squeeze what I can out of this. Thanks. You always were a little sweet on Kenny. But no way. His ears are enormous. Besides, he was too busy mooning over Anita. Yeah. I want to know what he's doing here in the first place. It's not normal. He helped engineer the most advanced geothermal facility in history, then rode off into the sunset. Now he wants to check up on his masterwork? Seems normal to me. But why now? He keeps poking around in the cooling facility and asking questions about Cyan. Do you think there's something wrong? Last I checked, there was no deviation in any of our readings since the most recent microquake swarm. Maybe Kenny likes taking field trips on Pharaoh's dime? It's been 14 years. They would have frozen those accounts by now. Has it been that long? Man, I'm old. Not old, just boring. So Kenny just showed up and no one knows why. Three strikes from above.
Machines. At least we have the drop on them.
Ow.
This is where fate has brought you. higher, and our path will become clear.
Ooh, this opened up. Oh, now it just loops. Now it just loops through. There are birds just like delightfully chirping in here. It's kind of concerning. Ugh. It must have been sometime in the spring of 2047, about 6 months after the main facility opened. We were behind schedule, and new data indicated that an incident was close, maybe only weeks away. I was exhausted, losing weight, barely speaking except to give orders. I passed by Anita in the battery depot. She looked at me and frowned, then pulled me into this room and kissed me. A long kiss, the best kind. I can still remember the feel of her hand on the back of my neck. After, she looked at me and smiled. I went back to work without saying a word. I'll never forget that moment. Her touch, her unspoken generosity. After she left the project, I spent years beating myself up for not keeping her. Somehow. Every time I ran into her at a conference, I felt thrilled and lost and confused. All at the same time. I was hoping we might have a few drinks and, well, rekindle. It was only after I saw her on stage in a hollow in '58, accepting the Mind Challenge Award in Austin, with Elizabeth Sobek presenting no less, glowing and happy and fulfilled, that it dawned on me that I hadn't done anything wrong at all. I could finally see that she had what she wanted, and it simply wasn't me. Ouch. I guess not ouch, but like...
Overlook above. It's not far. Yes, this way.
Hey, Sparker. Health potion! Metal vessel. Okay, I'm good on metal vessel for now. I think keeping like a good number around 600 would be nice.
Not much farther now.
Whoa. Oh, hey, demonic
Last we were
behemoths.
here, we fought our way through there, but machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, towers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
This way would be harder and... Did I see a Ravager cannon down there? Okay, that could make things even easier.
Forward or up and around. Choose, we'll follow.
I think if we do up and around, it'll be easier. As much fun as the direct...
Went this way years ago.
Breath is ice.
Looking for cover in case
Before I
machines
even
came
breathe
around.
out.
I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but we may be able to stay hidden.
Shit.
Stay down as we move through.
Oh, shit. I don't have my warbow.
I'm ready. Gotta be. They saw me. This is it.
Okay, no.
Quiet as we can.
I want to take out these machines. That way then I can...
Minds, if stalkers are here. We tripped a mine. Brace yourself.
You tripped a mine, you ass!
Not all threats can be seen at first. Beware stalkers.
The fight is ours to win!
What the fuck?
Now you fall.
Are you effing kidding me?
I must.
Any other machines I should know about? Where did that one come from?
Always deepest winter here.
God, this sucked. Oh, get down. Incident report 363-7. Reporter Jorgen Holm, November 4th, 2063. Property damage and personal injury. As official incident reporter with the Firebreak project, it is with great concern that a report of an incident at our facility. Incident began from a swarm of 35 seismic events, beginning on 3rd and 4th November. 9.6 kilometers, 6 miles, northwest of Mammoth, Wyoming, including or 4 in the magnitude 2 range, with the largest magnitude 2.4 at 4:09 4th November. Holographic modeling shows most quakes originating at Hebgen Lake Fault Zone. As the project's senior geoscientist, I advise this number and magnitude in seismic events is a normal outcome from fluid movements through the caldera's silicic magma reservoir, as well as changes of pressure coming in interactions between magma and supercooled fluid. But however, one can be never too careful in such an unstable environment, shown further in this report. The incident began when I was wakened. Son of a bitch. When I was wakened from a loud crash in the canteen. Fortunately, I did not have to rouse the official canteen monitor since I am the self-same person. Even while acting in my formal office, I was alarmed and feared the worst. Inspection of the zone showed the tragic loss of a 15-milliliter bottle of nail lacquer in deep crimson, shattered on the canteen floor. Lacquer also splashed on the surroundings at an area of approximate 1 East 6M2. One chair was tipped over on its side, but happily I had the mechanical knowledge to right it without further incident. Are you fucking serious? So the earthquake freaking shook off a bottle of nail polish and tipped a chair over. The bottle of nail lacquer is irreparable. Moreover, the canteen monitor suffered a cut on the left hand when picking up broken glass. This was treated by the site first aider, me. You fucking serious? With supervision from the fire marshal, also me. Oh my god. But could still get infected. Gina Bruno is identified as the owner of the bottle of nail lacquer. In my capacity as staff psychological observer, I conclude that she has accepted the loss of her personal item in a good fashion, but further evaluation may be necessary. We'll keep remote site supervisor informed of developments in such a case. Please find following this report my salary increase request for the coming calendar year. Do you think that she's psychologically devastated that a bottle of nail polish broke? Oh my god. That was so that was so unserious. Oh, no wonder I'm hearing birds chirping. Whoa. No, damn it. I kind of want to go back and go down. But if I do that, I'm going to do son of a bitch.
There's a door up there.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
So Anita called him here? Okay, good. This leads to the area that I was hoping.
Stay still!
Oh, I forgot to switch one thing. Ow, you fuck. Stop it! Fucking shit. Oh my god, what happened to my health? Reach level 60. Get off me, dude. Fuck off. Oh! Oh, that's gonna kill.
For the Badoo!
Okay, that's finally over.
Well, look at you.
Whoa. It's the same as that one.
Pulse with heat. Like an Oseram forge.
With vibrations. Are they tapping into something underground?
That they are, that they are.
Suspending the geothermal pipeline is the easy part. Making sure it can come back.
No. And play it.
Suspending the geothermal pipeline is the easy part. Making sure it can come back online without degradation is hard. Suspending the geothermal pipeline is the easy part. Making sure it can come back online without degradation is harder. It would help if Anita had told me how long it needs to be out. Years? Decades? What will that do to the count?
Alright, and with that, I'm going to leave this episode here. And so, thank you guys so much for watching. And like always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.